This is Knight Ministries. I am your host, Jeremy Knight. Don't forget to like the video and enjoy the show. Okay. Hello, I'm Jeremy, and in today's video, we are doing more of why I left young Earth creationism. This is episode 6, I think it is. Yeah, episode 6. And in this episode, we are talking about personal testimony. I'm giving a personal testimony in this episode. I didn't plan it this way, but it turns out that this video should be going up when I'll be celebrating my 12th anniversary of having left young Earth creationism. So that's 12 years of no longer being a young Earth creationist. I didn't plan it this way. It's just a weird coincidence or a happy blessing, whichever way you want to look at it. But anyways, 12 years of no longer being a young Earth creationist. So let's get into the personal testimony. Okay, so this is the personal testimony part of the video. And this series started out with me celebrating 11 years of no longer being a young Earth creationist. And because of a happy blessing, it's ending with me celebrating 12 years of no longer being a young Earth creationist. I didn't plan it this way. But anyways, let's get into that personal testimony. The personal testimony is this. I grew up being a very curious type of Christian, always asking the pastor questions that he didn't want to answer. I would ask these questions after the sermon because I'm respectful. And after years of not getting the answers I wanted, or any answers for that matter, I wasn't getting any answers, I turned to the internet. You see, I don't mind not getting answers that I wanted, as long as I get answers, but I wasn't getting any answers whatsoever. So I turned to the internet. When I entered college with a very weak faith. And basically, I was inches from losing my faith. And I was struggling in my faith when I entered college. So I was looking on the internet for answers to my questions. I wasn't trying to stay religious. I was just looking for answers to my questions. I would have been satisfied with any answers, even if they wound up with me leaving Christianity altogether. But the Holy Spirit had other plans, apparently. And I stumbled across reasons to believe RTB and Hugh Ross. And that revitalized my faith and made it strong enough to survive college. So if it hadn't been for RTB, I don't know what would have happened to my faith. I honestly don't. But anyways, I sorry I kicked the camera there. I kind of finally found the answers to my questions because of RTB. RTB answered all the questions I ever had that my pastor couldn't answer, that my pastor refused to answer. And for that reason, my faith was revitalized. And I am still the type of Christian that asks the uncomfortable questions, the questions that the pastor doesn't want to answer. I'm still that type of Christian. But at least now, I actually know where to get those answers. I will always be a person that asks questions because I think it's when you're questioning things that your faith gets stronger. Questioning things has only made my faith stronger. If you're not willing to ask questions, you're never going to learn. So I hope this has helped people. And the way I look at it is the whole billions of years in Creation Day controversy and the fossil record and all that stuff just kind of exists because that's the way God made the universe. It's not weird. It's not unusual that God made the universe the way he did. It's just the way he made the universe. And I'm happy that I went through that struggle in my faith, because if I hadn't, I wouldn't be the man I am today. So I guess it was a good thing. Okay, so when I was in college, I did a lot of different research on the internet trying to find answers to my questions. Trying to basically figure out why I have these questions, find the answers. Most of the questions were to do with science. The typical sciences that people normally think as conflicting with the Bible, but don't actually. You know, sciences like geology, paleontology, biology, archaeology, those type of sciences. A little bit of astronomy as well, and a little bit of astrophysics too. A lot of cosmology. I had a lot of questions in the cosmology area. But what I found in all of my research is that the evidence really does point towards the Earth being about 5 billion years old and the universe being about 14 billion years old. Those numbers are approximates, they're not exacts. So, since the Earth is approximately 5 billion years old and the universe is approximately 14 billion years old, the only way I could find to reconcile that with the Bible was the day-age interpretation of Genesis 1 and 2. And the only ministry that taught the day-age interpretation of Genesis 1 and 2 in a way that I found acceptable was RTB, Reasons to Believe, Hugh Ross. So I looked into RTB, read a lot of their online articles, read a lot of their articles on the day-age interpretation of Genesis 1. They had a lot of articles. They still have a lot of articles on that topic. And that was really the only way I could find to reconcile the long ages, the billions of years, with the Bible. So, like I've said, RTB revitalized my faith, made it strong enough to survive college. And I think Christians really do need to stop denying the ancient age of the Earth and ancient age of the universe, because the evidence really does seem to point towards the Earth and universe having been here for billions of years. That's what the evidence points towards, and we shouldn't be denying that. Okay? So anyways, here recently, I have started reading the RTB books. And their books are pretty good. Very well researched. More people should read RTB material. Okay? More Christians should read RTB material. It really does do a good job at what it says it does. Okay? Okay, I just wanted to say this so that everybody knows. I was in college from 2008 to 2012. And I did take a biology course in college. I also took a few other science courses as well. So, yeah, I took a few science courses. But my major was in business. Just wanted to make sure that people knew when I was in college. Okay? My next video in this series will be a little bit different. It will be the final episode in this series, most likely. Yeah, it will most likely be the final episode. It will be this was episode 6, so that will be episode 7. Anyways, episode 7 in Why I Left Young Earth Creationism will be changing tracks, and we won't be talking about reasons for why I left, but more or less reasons for why I won't go back. So we'll be talking about reasons for why I won't ever go back to being a young earth creationist in the next episode, okay? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell. And follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. This is Jeremy Knight, and I just wanted to say, see you next time.